everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays a Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. Relatively consistent play late. That's how I'm going to compliment myself. And dude, the stats are good. 627B STFW. That's like NSFW, but instead it's safe as frick to work on. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this. Compound fracture. I love the fact that we have bone tears. And no, I didn't forget what compound fracture did until I shot. Thank you very much. What a strange... Be more constructive with your feedback. Regardless. It's a good start. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. Speed's fine, rate of fire is good, damage is good, Rotten Baby is amazing, and actually, Eden's Soul is totally fine. I said Eden's Soul is totally fine. I'm not weighing in on any other potentially related issues here. The item known as the Soul of Eden is acceptable. Either way. We're probably going to use it. Well, we could use it right away. But I'm probably not going to. I think the best time to use it is on the Deal with the Devil to get 2 free items. And really, like, it's early. And it's totally plausible to get 2 highly garbage. Oh, I was wondering, something furry brushed up against my feet. It is my cat, as you probably figured out for yourself. But, you know, I still felt the need to point out the eldritch horror that came with just like a big ball of animal hair rubbing up against my foot, regardless. We can't get an active item from a first floor boss. Or from a boss that's not special, I should say. Headless Horseman's the only one. So I still think we're better off probably just saving Eden's Soul for now. You may leave, Tomo, if you would like to. You would like to. Okay, fair enough. We'll try to pop it on the Deal with the Devil. I do see another situation where it could be used, and that's like, I don't know, if we think we're going to take damage on a room, so we pop it out of panic, and then, or even like using it on that arcade to give us a little bit of leverage, but there's no reason really to do it, because we could just play the arcade later, unless our HP after the Deal with the Devil is garbage. Really, I'm trying to spin a whole web of strategy out of a situation where it truly is unwarranted right now. The D7 is an item that exists in the game known as the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. I'm just trying to avoid having to buy a Spirit Heart to guarantee the Deal with the Devil, and I think we're going to be fine. Get to save our money for the future. Do we want the D7? No. Mostly because it's an item I do not understand, and like most things I don't understand, I fear it. Quantum computing and people who are good at Slay the Spire. Those along with the D7, the holy trinity of things that strike fear into the hearts of myself. Thank you, Rotten Baby. We're good. Alright. Don't really love pageant. What is this? Oh my god. So Incubus, Lord of the Pit. Yeah, I mean, we love it. But can we even afford to take any of these? And if so, what? If we can only take one, give me Death's List. And I wish there were other options, but there just aren't. Why Death's List? Well, a couple of reasons. Let me start. It's actually something I was very hopeful for, and I will take this early on. One is, we already have a spacebar item in the form of the D7. So, we are gaining a spacebar item, whether we take Guppy's Head or not. We would take Guppy's Head over the D7, but... And actually, if we get a Guppy item here, we might regret this decision at least a little bit, but... we didn't. I'm gonna try something here with the D7. It's reroll rewards, right? The other reason, by the way, is we couldn't take Brimstone. I don't think Whore of Babylon... Maybe I was supposed to leave and then use it? I don't remember. I don't think Whore of Babylon is that good. Although it does help us a little bit, if we can get down to a half heart and stay there. And Death's List, it's just fun. Now, we were unable to use it appropriately there, but that's okay. Basically, for now, if it ever pays out, I'm relatively happy. We also got Incubus and the ability to fly plus a speed upgrade for free, so I just wasn't really in a position where I was, like, mad about not being able to take some of the good items in there. Mind you, it would have been helpful if, you know, like, at least... you know what? This might be Hagalaz. Give it a try here. That would have been cool. I wasn't mad about not being able to take the items, but a single item that gave me Spirit Hearts would have been, like, really helpful. But, oh well. HP, please. No! There was nothing I could do, dude. Sort of. Well, we're leaving this floor in a really good spot. You know what I like about this seed right here is that depending on the, you know, the things that you value in this game, and really the order in which you did the room. If you went to the shop before you went to the boss, you would have Brimstone right now, in all likelihood. You'd probably have Guppy's Head and Brimstone. And if you don't value Brimstone that highly, I don't know. You might have Death's List Whore of Babylon and be rolling a very strange flying Whore of Babylon run, like a weird Eve run. But the idea for me with Death's List is that whatever it gives us is gravy. We needed to give us something, and it's paid out only slightly so far, but we needed to give us something to pay for itself. And my hope is that over time it pays for itself with aggregate statistics. Yo, there we go. So Hive Mind is worth a decent chunk here. Mostly thanks to Rotten Baby, but I don't need it to pay out all the time, every time. Yo, Spoonbender's incredible too. So we got great DPS. I won't say that our damage stat is amazing because that would be a lie, but we've got great DPS, especially with Homing Tears and Incubus. So we should really be expecting to crush enemies early on here. And this is going down in the books right now as one of the more fun runs we've had recently, without a doubt. It's not to insult any runs that have come recently, but, you know, some of them have been spotty. And a lot of that is my own fault. Wow, we actually did it there. We didn't get, we only got a consumable payout, but still. No, no, no. Okay, we did it again. Bombs and bombs. Life goes on. That's not how this works. Yeah, I have this item confused with the glowing hourglass, and I'm now realizing that that's been the case for a long time. Okay, be careful with this guy, because he's gonna make minions, so you don't want to shoot too much. There you go. Moon, paralysis, not a big deal. So how do we want to do it? I don't know. I actually don't know. Like on this room, let's see what we get. We got nothing? Let's do it again. If only it worked with Death's List and, like, refreshed the list. You know, so we were able to get, like, double the stat bonus out of it. That would be interesting. Alas and alack, not gonna be the case here. If you get Death's List here, you would be a god. But, dude, our DPS is so insanely good. This is really fun. You know what? Oh, it refreshed the list on this room. I don't know if you can get duplicate items from the boss. Like if we could have taken the luck upgrade and then also got another stab at it. No, it just teleported us to a random room to, I guess, get another benefit there. It's almost like a golden teleporter, or as I dare I say it, is this a Gul'dan teleporter? Also, realizing you might be able to use that to get out of boss rush or out of the mom fight after we beat boss rush, but that's really only largely applicable on dailies. So don't get too excited yet. Now, this is a great example of a room that I do not care about re-rolling the rewards. We'll peep this really quick. Hopefully we can get some keys. I like Fishtail if it works with Rotten Baby. You son of a gun. And it does. I mean, we have 2 flies on screen right now, so it must. I'm actually... I feel bad. I'm gonna say it, okay? The 3-letter word. I feel bad because I think I've ridden off the D7 without actually fully understanding it. This is a moment of realization and, dare I say, even contrition. What's the benefit out of the D7? We got a range upgrade. Not what we want for our first statistical improvement, but so be it. That time we got a speed upgrade. If your run is already good, being able to fight easy rooms and get more benefit out of it, why wouldn't you, right? Now, admittedly, with Death's List, it is underwhelming because you feel like if you get the list right, it should spawn with the list on the second pass, but so be it. What have I done? Okay, sure, but what's happening is the thing. I'm going to save my money because I want rerolls in the future. Or I want to donate in the future. Sorry, my brain's getting all frazzled. Because this is it's a new era for me. I mean, I've naysayed this item for like at least a couple of years. So you got to understand. You know, it's kind of shaken me to the core to be on this run right now and be like, wait a minute, it's good? Wow, we're going to get Death's List because he summoned no enemies. Magic Mush, good God. And let's try something because I don't want either of these. Fair enough. So we can't use, and this is a sensible nerf, I think. We can't use it to just cheese ourselves into a great situation. We can't use it to improve our boss item or our deal with the devil room. Or this room, I guess. Hagalas we'll probably hold on to. You know, this is a good enough room. 4 mushrooms sounds fine to me. Any more than that, and it's a vegetarian dish as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. I just got to be in the... I got to mentally prepare myself. Well, I'm having a really good time on today's run. I don't know why I said it like I want to make sure we have a second date. I don't know about you, but I'm having a great time. Either way, though. Anytime we expand our oeuvre of spacebar items to accept another one, it feels good. You know what I'd really like to see here? First off, I would love to donate. Secondly, Black Candle is what I would really like to have. I think this feels like a secret room. No such luck. The only thing consistently getting me down are curses. So unlikely we managed to make that room work, but that's okay. It even has a decent charge, or a charge time, I should say. The only downside of the item is I think if your run is bad or not very offensively strong, you're going to be like, why on earth would I choose to fight rooms multiple times? And you've got a very good point. You know, there's no guarantee that you're going to get to become any stronger just as a result of doing, you know, the same room fights multiple times. There's also, so you wouldn't use it as much, is what the way you finish that sentence. But I'm also realizing there's like a hilarious synergy or dyssynergy. I can't tell, but it's 9 volts plus IV bag plus this. And where's the synergy? And yeah, very smart and good idea on all accounts there. Where's the dyssynergy there? Well, you would, I don't know about that. I mean, of course, blank card is good, but... And of course, compost is good with hive mind, but let's just keep going for broke here. And, you know, I'm just doing this to keep myself ahead of the curve, basically, but... you would just never... You could always redo the room. You could just redo it over and over and over and over. Now, is that necessarily bad? Probably not. But it would be funny. Again, you're a god if you can get Death's List to work on this room. You know, it's one of those rare situations I will not take Sacrificial Altar. Why would I take Sacrificial Altar when I have Rotten Baby plus Hive Mind and Incubus? You know, these are two of the best familiars in the game. I was gonna say the two best, but that's not fair. I would rather have Succubus. Right now, I would rather have Succubus than Rotten Baby. I would still probably rather have Incubus than either, but they're two of the three best, for sure. So I'm not banking on Sacrificial Altar doing us too much good there. I wonder what happens if you use the D7 on this room. Nothing. I hope you'll forgive me the exploratory moves that I'm taking here. I should know. Rest assured. In my head and my heart right now, I'm like, man, why didn't I explore this item more? Pretty much just decided, I guess, at one... Well, I mean, I know. I'm saying I guess like I didn't have a hand in it. But I guess at some point I just decided that I was like, this item isn't good enough. And then probably if I can, you know, caricaturize myself, I'm sure I was like, why would I take this when I could take Guppy's head? He knows. Stop. This is an easy death. Oh, no, it's not. I was going to say an easy Death's List room, but that's not correct. But yeah, I'm exploring all the possibilities with the D7, or exploring all the possibilities I can, you know, easily come up with. Wow, we made it work on that room. In the hopes of, you know, learning in the future how to use this item, because it's not rare. You know, it's an item that shows up, you know, with the frequency that you would expect. So this is the mom floor. Yo! Disappointed! Sorry, that was actually kind of loud. Should we have done a 4th level Meat Boy sort of situation there? You know, arguably no. But now we have a 4th level Meat Boy. Before, we had a no level Meat Boy. We went from a 4 level to a no level. That's pretty good, you gotta admit. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're so far ahead of schedule. We're definitely going... Let's go. Just range, but still. We're definitely going to boss rush. I just want to see if this... Give me a moment, please. That's a damage upgrade for Death's List there. I want to see if this works. So you can take it back into any room and do it. So I guess another thing you could do, maybe you could fight a boss trap or a mob trap room multiple times and like stack up a bunch of red chests, stone chests, etc, etc, etc. Okay. Or, yeah? No, I mean, that seems like the most applicable avenue right now. Really appreciate the Spirit Heart not being facetious. We need all the friends we can get right now. I kind of want none of it, but I'll take Celtic Cross. All of those were viable and also simultaneously inviable in their own unique ways. You know, Judas' Shadow, it's great if we respawn. It's risky to force us to respawn, so we might get no benefit out of it. Eve's Mascara, you know, it makes our flies that much better, which is cool. But it, you know, neuters, can't use it on this room, I guess. Yep. I know I used it once. I just thought maybe if we left and re-entered, it could reset it somehow. Alright, so sue me. Eve's Mascara, you know, I just went over the negatives there. We're just going to buy up HP and, you know, we're probably good to go as a result. Maybe we'll try starter deck because we also get a card with it. Yeah. I forget what else was in there. But I think though we went over the big ones. Celtic Cross is modest, but at least, you know, there's a sensible benefit. And if we don't end up using Celtic Cross, it means that we were not hit. So it's hard to be mad about that. That is true about Judas' Shadow as well, but either way, we basically, it's risky to say we cannot lose, but we're very, very, very unlikely to lose. Mostly because of HP. I think we definitely want to redo small rooms. That's where my logic applies here, right now. Use the D7 to redo small rooms, especially, you know, when your damage is so high, you're crushing enemies easily. I do wish it synergized with Death's List, though. I don't know if I've said that 15 times over the course of the run so far, but for me, I'm like, you know, if you could have an easy room, like a room with one enemy that is 100% guaranteed to Death's List, and then just repeat it over and over and over. Now both of these items become a lot more interesting as a result. But I might be underrating both of them by saying that, to be honest. You know, they're both giving us a decent chunk of benefits in their own way. Very, very, very easy floor. Will I fight Hush? It's a hushable run. You know, we got good rate of fire, good damage. It's a cool setup. It's a cool setup. You know, you'll reach this age one point if you haven't already. This one's for my fellow early-ish millennials out there. I felt ostracized. I played softball in the summer. I felt ostracized from my softball team one summer. You know why? One time they brought up what their favorite song was in like 1997. It might have been 98 for that matter, but either way, they brought up what their favorite song is. First one was like Ace of Base, The Sign. And I said, Garth Brooks, Standing Outside the Fire. A value, I don't place that value on the song anymore, just for the record. But I was like 9, okay? So we got one, The Sign by Ace of Base, and one, Standing Outside the Fire by Garth Brooks. No word of a lie. Everybody else, like all 8 or 9 of the people that were in the conversation, said Ace of Base, The Sign. And I got outed as some kind of weird, what, you don't like Ace of Base? You don't appreciate art? Now, I have to admit, now that I'm older, The Sign by Ace of Base is a better song, in my opinion, than Garth Brooks' Standing Outside the Fire. But that was a dangerous moment for a young softball player to be the only person going up against the hive mind. Now, I feel like when most people told that story, they would use the idea of like, wow, you know, the hive mind is so stupid. I was more like, you know, my takeaway message from that is like, they were right, dude. The sign, it kind of bangs. I opened up my eyes. Let me put it this way. I hear The Sign heck of a lot more than I hear Standing Outside the Fire. And both of those songs went to like number 1 or 2. Abaddon. My Abaddon don't want Hush unless I got Gup, cuz. That's not how that works. But there was a period, and I'm only using this to illustrate. In Canada's interior, 1998, you were a nobody if you didn't like Ace of Base. There wasn't just the sign. There was also, all that she wants is another baby. And then there's other words here. They go, all that she wants is another baby. Yeah. It blew my mind when I found out Ace of Base was Swedish. It was like finding out ABBA wasn't from Waterloo. I was like, what? How do you get to sing about this? You know? You either got to be the Duke of Wellington or Napoleon. And it turns out you're, Gustavus Adolphus. How did that happen? Well, maybe it's the same way that Iron Maiden can sing about historical travesties. Regardless, Sweden, if you're out there and you're listening, how has it come to pass that you have such a rich pop history? Robin, Jens Lekman, ABBA, Ace of Base. There's probably more. You guys, are you responsible for Alice DJ? I promise I won't hold it against you. Do you think you're better off alone? Do you think you're better off alone? Another horrible moment from my childhood. I went to my cousin's, like, maybe his 10th birthday, and that song was on the radio. I'm like the one of 2 male cousins in my family. All the female cousins are the same age, and the male cousin is like 8 years younger than me. So my only peers were the female cousins. And, you know, it's at an age... We should have year it one more time. That's my bad. It's at an age where, you know... Dude, we definitely want this for more chess. Where am I going here? There we go. Forget Ghost Baby. It's at an age where, you know, like... girls and boys... They're in rivalries with one another. You know, there's teasing, and not in the way that, you know, you've probably seen on the internet. Either way, that song came on the radio, and I was like, this song sucks. And they were like, why? Do you think you're better off alone? And I was like, oh God. That's the name of the song. I've given them the rhetorical trump card. And then it became like a teasing point for the whole birthday. It was a mess, dude. Pour one out for your boy back in the year like 2001. Yo, Ansus, thank you. Basically, what's the thesis of this essay? Kids like dumb music, but sometimes that music is good, like Ace of Base. Wait, I was gonna look up where Alice DJ's from. No offense, England. You have a rich musical tradition as well. But Alice DJ strikes me as the kind of band that became famous because of you guys making a horrible mistake. Alice DJ. Oh, she's Dutch! Or they are Dutch, because apparently there's 7 members in the band. Oh my God. This is insane. Listen to this, you ready? They went on a hiatus in 2002 and reformed in 2014 under the name Alice DJ, the same name, just with the letters instead of being spelled out, with a new vocalist and 2 new dancers. I love bands that have dancers built in. Anyway, despite being around for 18 years, they've only released 1 album. You know, I gotta be honest, Dutch. Oh, wait, no, I got it all wrong here. I'm going down the rabbit hole here, but I just looked up Aqua because I was like, I'm pretty sure the Netherlands were responsible for Aqua as well. So if so, you guys have a lot of pop music crimes to answer for. But it turns out they're from Norway and Denmark, so you're safe. Okay, everybody gets 1. Canada's got 2. Justin Bieber and Nickelback, and I'll tell you. Bryan Adams as well, but don't let other Canadians hear me say that. But Bryan Adams sucks bad, in my opinion. Maybe it's not his fault that his music's become so overplayed, but I'm just saying that guy owes his career to CanCon. Look it up. Get me out of here. Great run, by the way. I also needed to look up where are the Venga Boys from? Dutch. There's like, just go look these bands up, okay? I know it's gonna seem mean-spirited. But this is what it was like to be, like, 13 in 2001. Look at the Wikipedia picture for the Venga Boys. It looks like an Icelandic children's television show. And then follow that up. Look for Aqua, okay? And then go to images. This is what famous and, like, artistic people looked like back then. Don't look for the color. Aqua, the band. And not 2018. If possible, go look, 1996. It's like Seth Green, Wes Borland, Sten Guafani, and then the dude from Stained. And then go, who's the other one? Ace of Base. Wait, Ace of Base is cool, though. Who's Venga? Oh, Alice DJ. Okay, these are just, look, they didn't invent style back then. That's not their fault. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!